Hi lovely people, welcome to my channel. My name is Layla, and on this channel I discuss personal development, inner work, and my life in Seoul, South Korea. Before we start, I believe it is very important to distinguish between feminine energy, which we will talk about some other time, and femininity is today's topic. Feminine energy is about internal qualities and traits, whereas femininity is more about external expressions associated with women in a societal context. For starters, focusing on outward femininity is easier, I believe, because advice abounds. You see the result very fast, and the steps to take are very concrete. Becoming more outwardly feminine involves a combination of appearance, behavior, and personal style adjustments. If you have no idea where to begin, zero idea, or if you want to level up your femininity journey, I believe I have great tips for you. As always, the video timestamps is in the description box, so let's get started. We usually want to enhance our femininity because one, it makes us feel very good, and two, it attracts masculine men. Let's be real, it's okay to admit it. I thought about how to conduct this video, and I feel like the best way for me to do it would be to mix theory, personal example / storytelling, and homework to challenge you. Slow down. Slow down. This short story I'm about to share was the catalyst that made me understand how important it is for us to slow down. I had a first date with this guy and was 10 minutes late because of work. I obviously informed him, and he was very understanding because he knows what working at a Korean company is like. No shade. He was, waiting at the restaurant, sitting, chilling. And the old version of me, I don't know, Layla 1.537, would have dashed in all flustered, apologized like crazy, and then awkwardly trying to take off gloves and jackets and scarf as fast as possible while trying to have a conversation with the man. I mean, how hectic does that sound? But that particular day, I don't know if it's because I was cold or tired or hungry, but I moved slowly. I walked towards him in slow motion. He stood to say hi and waited for me to sit as a gentleman, but I told him to sit first. Then while I stood up, I removed my gloves, I put them on the table, I unzipped my jacket, I took it off, I folded it, I put it on the chair next to where I would sit, I removed my scarf and put it on the chair. Then I sat down, put my gloves back on the chair near me, gathered and flipped my hair in the back. I took a deep breath, and with a sweet smile, I leaned in, looking him in the eye, and I said, "Thank you so much for being patient with me." He was smiling so hard, it took me by surprise how smitten he looked. Then I jokingly asked him, "Are you okay?" And he responded, "This felt like a movie." I don't think I understood what he meant at that time. Later on, when we talked about first impression, he said my undressing in front of him was sexy because of the way I did it and what I wore underneath. He said I looked unbothered, like he wasn't there. He said he was a bit on edge because me taking my time actually allowed him to calm down. And then when I suddenly shift the energy, leaned in and started paying attention to him, he couldn't help but burst into a smile. That man that day taught me a big lesson. Slowing down shows that you are not in a rush, you are present in the moment, and it encourages the other person interacting with you to slow down and pay attention to you. Being graceful and soft will always hold that person's attention. The truth is, we all have trauma stored in our bodies, which then makes us feel anxious and scared, contracted and stiff. As a result, we rush, we do things fast, we speak fast, we move fast, and in this haste, we may overlook the importance of slowing down, savoring the moment, and, just connecting with others. Since that encounter, I started doing things, mundane things, more mindfully and gracefully on dates, and then it trickled down into my everyday life. Those things relate to posture and body language that project femininity, and here are a few of them. Sitting straight with your shoulder low and back. This is something I always have to remind myself of. Walking holding your head high as if you have a book on top of it, walking like you own the place, slow and steady, especially when you have heels on. Unless I'm late, I walk and take in the scenery. Using gestures, also perceived as more delicate and refined, can help with your femininity. Last week, I was at a coffee shop. I ordered my drink and had to sit down and wait for it. There was a long table with stool and one girl sitting there. I challenged myself to sit and put my stuff down without making a single noise. It required me to slow down, be more mindful and graceful. I put my stuff on the table delicately. Instead of dragging the stool, I first sat on it and then delicately pivoted and positioned myself facing the table. I sat there, with my back straight. I looked at the barista making my hot chocolate. That simple moment was packed with femininity and made me feel so good. I have this very silly, how graceful can you be challenges that would just pop up in my head. I'll do a trash run and suddenly tell myself, okay, Layla, make this a graceful experience. Then I'll start paying attention to the way I hold the trash and how I dispose of it. If you live in Korea, sorting your trash is a must, and that can easily take 5 to 10 minutes. Or I would walk up a flight of stairs and then tell myself, okay, let's make this graceful. Then I'll start swaying my hips just a bit. I know it sounds silly, but reminding myself to move my body with grace, it feels so delicious and powerful. I know it sounds like it, but these aren't gimmicks. I promise you that if you slow down and you become more mindful, your everyday gesture will ooze femininity. And as time goes by, they will become a second nature for you. So here is some homework for you. By the way, okay, hold on. One of you DM'd me notes that she took while watching my how to date in 2024 video and asked me about my love list. Knowing my content is helpful makes me so happy. So thank you. Okay, so back to the homework. It's all going to be about observing yourself doing mundane things. When you are walking, what is your default pattern? Do you walk super fast, head down? Or are you the kind who doesn't pay attention to what is around you? Do you feel like your walk is graceful or rather all over the place? Do you rush everything you do, even though there are no reasons to? Be observant, and if what you see lacks femininity and you want to change that, then start slowing down and being more mindful. Then everything else will flow more naturally. Pick a meal a day to enjoy fully. Don't wait to go on dates to practice. Practice graceful movement and body language when out with your friends, for example. Give yourself little challenges like me, or find a hobby to calm down your nervous system and help you be more in your body and more mindful. Something like dancing, painting, etc. Coco Chanel has this quote that stuck with me. It says, "There are no ugly women in the world, just lazy ones." Oh boy. We all have so much potential and we hide behind our insecurities and laziness. Worse, some of us might low-key hate the girls who are out there slaying and attracting all the attention. We accuse them of trying too hard or being too self-absorbed. I remember feeling that way years ago. I was just envious. That's it. So don't hate, appreciate, better yet, be inspired. Looking good takes time and effort. I want you to know that and embrace that. We live in a world where a woman who wears clothing that accentuates her feminine silhouette will always attract attention. You should know me enough to know that the last thing I recommend is for you to denude yourself and expose your body. There are ways to accentuate your body without being vulgar. Dresses, skirts, floral prints, pastel, and softer fabrics like silk or chiffon evoke a feminine style. However, women are not a monolith. We all have different styles and preferences. The key here is to find your own style and wear things that make you feel confident while tweaking it into a more feminine outfit. Honestly, I lucked out with my style journey, all thanks to my lovely sister-in-law. She is not officially a stylist or anything, but wow, she's got an eye for fashion. Her sense of style is spot on, and she has this knack for figuring out what looks good on other people. Back in 2018, she revamped my look. We started with a major closet clean out. I wanted to cry. And for the next couple of years, I pretty much wore stuff that that she picked out for me when we went on our shopping spree. It was great. Then I moved to Seoul. I managed to keep, with the style she helped me create and also find my own little twist to it. Finding your style is a unique and evolving journey. Start by evaluating what you currently have in your wardrobe to understand what you love and frequently wear, as this hints at your inherent style. You can seek inspiration from various sources like fashion blogs, magazines, social media, and don't hesitate to experiment. Personally, I like Pinterest because you can easily search by style and item and see how people actually put outfit together. You can choose accessories that add a more feminine touch. This could be jewelry like a necklace, bracelets, scarves, watches, handbags, and shoes. Understanding your body type aids in choosing flattering outfit and investing in essential and versatile pieces. Incorporating a mix of color, which is something I need to do more of, patterns and accessories can definitely add more distinctiveness to your look. Personal color analysis is all the rage in Korea right now, so that is something I definitely need to do this year. Trusting others is good, but you also need to trust your instinct, as your style should make you feel confident and happy. Remember, as they say, confidence is the ultimate accessory to any outfit. Also, stay open to evolving your style over time. I know personally, I went from loving skinny jeans to wanting to wear skirts and dresses lately. To save money, you might consider thrift shopping. 70% of what I buy is vintage. The joy of finding pieces at a fraction of the price is unparalleled. You can visit fancy neighborhood in your cities and check out their vintage/secondhand stores like Goodwill if you are in America. You will be surprised by what you can find. Trust me, sometimes you don't even have to break the bank. You know how easy it is to throw like a pair of jeans and a t-shirt together and head out, right? There are easy ways to elevate this simple look by adding feminine jewelry, tucking your top, wearing a belt or a heel just to accentuate your hip. Basic, but chic and feminine. That's my little sister's go-to style after my sister-in-law did a makeover for her during Christmas. You can look simple and relaxed without being sloppy. Less is more, quality over quantity, mix and match, invest in key pieces. Wearing clothes is like wearing armor. It changes you. When I am well-dressed and polished, I have this aura about me. I walk and move with more confidence. I feel great about myself. I radiate that energy around me. People get treated differently when they look polished. It is a fact. So put in some effort and reap the benefits. This is another game changer. No matter how well dressed you are, if your hair looks a mess, if your face looks a mess, your overall aura will project messiness. Have you noticed how your hairstyle can drastically change your face? I know that's a fact for me. So take care of your hair. Find that low maintenance hairstyle that makes you look and feel amazing. As a Black girl, I find that my hairstyle greatly influences how beautiful I feel. For the longest time, I would have my natural hair straightened in a ponytail and some random other hairstyle, but I knew deep down I wasn't at my full potential. I've loved getting my hair braided and eyebrows waxed for the past 2 years. These are the things that make me look and feel so good about myself. And to that, lipstick and mascara, add that, and boy, I am ready to go. As far as makeup goes, I believe to each their own. I personally cannot do a full bit face because I like the skills. I know it would look, I think it will make me look older. And one of my fear also is looking like a completely different person with and without makeup. So I stay away from that. I tend to keep everything very simple, like powder and a thin foundation layer, bright lipstick and mascara. The next level for me is maybe putting like color on my eyelid. That's it. The idea is to obviously put a little more effort using your makeup to enhance your features. So here's my my homework in this category. For an entire week before you put on an outfit, ask yourself the question, does it scream femininity? If not, how can I make the outfit at least whisper femininity? Style items in your closet differently by mixing and matching things, adding accessories, combining colors, and tucking your top inside your jean or your skirt. Try to plan the night before so you don't feel dreadful thinking about it in the morning. If you don't usually wear makeup, try to, put some lipstick on or maybe just a mascara for a week and see how that makes you feel. I used to, I use going to work from Monday to Friday as my practice ground. I don't have to dress up, but I choose to do it. I cannot tell you how often I get, are you doing something after work? Question, because people cannot really grasp the concept of someone looking so good only to come and sit at a desk for an entire day. For me, it is deeper than that. It's commitment to building habits. And I'm also a firm believer that if you are ready, you don't have to get ready. Luck is when opportunity meets preparation. You never know who you can meet while you're out and about. So always be prepared. Always look good. I always carry like a pouch with like all my beauty essential just in case. So go ahead and create one. Scent is a powerful tool in shaping perceptions and can be a subtle way to enhance your femininity. How can you find a perfume you like? Here is my method. Go to the perfume section of any department store. On that little white paper, spray the perfume you are interested in, shake it for a few seconds and smell it. If you like it, spray it somewhere on your body. And on the white paper, you write the name of the perfume and then you write the name of the body part you put it on. Repeat that process with any perfume you like, then go about your day. The scent will transform throughout the day based on the alchemy with your body. Only then will you know for sure if the perfume is right for you and if you still like its smell. Then go back to the store the next day or whatever and purchase it. There is a thing called olfactory memory, which is basically your sense of smell being able to trigger powerful and vivid memory. There is one guy I dated who told me, I don't know the name of your perfume, but if I ever smell it again in the future, I will always think of you. How sweet, right? I have a lot of perfume, but my signature one is 𝗧𝗴𝗀𝗃 by Dior. And the irony is that I started wearing this perfume because I needed something to remind me of my mom when I left the house for college. That's how powerful perfumes are. And add to that the fact that you smelling really good will have people wanting to hug you, stay close to you, soften around you, etc. So if you don't have a perfume, your homework is to use my method and shop for a bottle. Softening your voice and practicing a more melodic speech pattern can enhance your feminine expression. You want people to want to listen to your speech. If your voice is high-pitched or shrill, it can repel people subconsciously. Referring to my first tip, here too, you actually need to slow down. Take the time to breathe, articulate, enunciate, and speak softly, especially if you are in the presence of the men you want to seduce. My practice ground is making YouTube videos. For your homework, the next time you are on the phone with a friend or having, let's say, an in-person conversation, try to switch from your default mode to a more feminine, soft approach and see what happens. For the longest time, I worked out by myself for the sole purpose of not getting fat because your girl eats too much. This year though, I am more ambitious. I want to work out and achieve a certain vision I have for my body. So I've been doing weight training and Pilates with a personal trainer since January of this year. Public service announcement. Go to the gym or work out at home. I don't care. There are so many free resources out there. The better you look, the better you will dress. The better you will carry yourself, the more confident you will be. Give yourself the permission to suffer for the greater good. I don't know how else to put it. Also, combining beauty routines like skincare, nail care can enhance your femininity. And remember, this journey is not about following trends or external expectations. It's about finding what truly resonates with us, make us feel confident, graceful, and powerful in our own skin. I cannot emphasize enough the power of slowing down, a lesson I learned through my personal experiences, which allows us to be more present and graceful in the way we carry ourselves. It isn't just about outward appearances, but a deeper connection with ourselves and how we express our femininity in everyday life. I hope these tips and stories have inspired you in some way, inspired you to explore and express your femininity in your own unique way. Thank you for watching. And as always, well, I can't say as always because I don't know what God has in store for me, but hopefully you will see me in the next video. In the meantime, take very good care of yourselves and thank you so much for watching. Bye.